Hello, welcome back to Sushi Live Loading. In this episode, I'm gonna try to make a simple node setup that's kind of simply just placing a box in different shapes on the ground. So um, yeah, it should be like a pretty basic, but this is gonna be important for our procedural city creations, I think. So this okay, I'll call this box on the ground. Put box on the ground. For this one, actually, ideally there's some kind of function that simply just lift the objects up halfway of its height bounding box. Um, we kind of have like bounding box nodes. We have this, so it should be pretty easy. We have our box here, and let's check it out. So that's our box, and the bounding box should be exactly the same because they're exactly the same box. Okay, the bounding box looks like that, and we need to just find out the height of this guy. um, the way to do that is to kind of measure the one of these points, uh, the top corner points. Just pick one and then kind of measure the distance between 2 points. To make it more clear, I will use viewer index and look at this. Okay, 0 1 0 1 2 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Normally I just pick index 0 and index number 4. So I'll show you exactly. So from this bounding box vertices, we just gonna get the 0 and 4. Use a list item for the vector. We know there are 8 points here. We just need a item 0 and item 4. And measure the distance. This guy and this guy, and then check it out. So it says 1, which is correct, because if we increase the box, the distance between 0 and 4, index 0 and index 4 should be increasing. So that's good. Okay, we are kind of already halfway there. The next thing we can do is just we simply need to move this box halfway of its bounding box. So normally I think in Houdini they call it BB bounding box y divided by 2. That's kind of expression. So we're gonna do exactly the same. Move it up. Move the vertices of this box up by the half of its bounding box y distance. So this guy divided by 2, plug into the z-axis, and should move this guy up like that. See? Now the box is exactly on the floor of the grid. So that's actually box. I'll name this put box on ground. That's actually pretty much it, except that I want to add a little bit more. It's here with the box, with our box currently. We can scale it. See, it will still stay on the box now, which is good. We cannot with this box node. I think it's probably it's missing the way to kind of grow up in height, but there is actually rounded box nodes that kind of have a little bit more option in for that. But anyway, for this guy we can use scale, we can use vector math and use one of these scale XY or scale YZ. This guy can help with the scaling. Let me check. I think this should actually just work, but I think I might make a little bit of mistake here. This one goes in. It's the move. It's a scale. Okay, that's interesting. So what's going on? Our scaling doesn't seem to work. Supposedly when I am doing the scale, it's doing that. So what's going on here? Maybe the bounding box need to be updated. This is 4.68. That's interesting. I'll check my monad setup. So this is the box, and the box got scaled with a certain amount, and this goes into the bounding box and scale. Okay, I know why. Back to this guy. Apparently this the whole bounding box business should be like a single operation. I'll Control J and then join this into a frame, and then the output of this guy should go into this. So now we should get our box on the floor. No matter how we scale it, it should be on the floor. And so yeah, this is like super useful to generate like a random kind of building. So yeah, that's the setup. So you can choose either XZ or XY to get that kind of more flat building, or YZ. In my other setup, I actually combine all of this. So XY, XZ, and YZ. There might be a better way to do this, but I think this is pretty cool. Except that I don't know, it's not simple to kind of scale this up. Maybe this is not like the best setup, but this is one idea. In a way, I really just want to scale this up. I can actually use a matrix for that. Like if I simply scale this box, so math Scale vertices, and center should be at the bottom. Well, that's probably not something that I'm gonna do today, but anyway, this is an idea. In the next live noding, I might turn this into a monad, and then we're gonna generate the basic random boxes to kind of simulate the city. Yeah, I guess pretty much it for this live noding video. If you have any comments, feedbacks, questions, just let me know. And thanks again for tuning in. Bye.